came down from Baltimore today on the train to be here. She was a 13-year-old 8th grader when she traveled with her parents from Baltimore, Maryland. She was influenced by the I Have a Dream speech to become a lawyer. Next, I'm going to go to Brenda Cox. Brenda and I are Howard University classmates. We met on the campus of Howard University. And when I was looking for people who came to the march, she stepped up to the plate. And I'm not going to go into her story, but she has the distinction of having Dr. Martin Luther King visit her church the day before the march and speak to a crowd in the parking lot. So I'll let her tell you more about that. Amen. Virginia Kraft Lee, raise your hand, Virginia. Virginia and I met, believe it or not, in a hotel in Denver in 1965 at a national NAACP convention. And since I'm so gregarious and I talk to everybody, that can be a plus on mine. And I said, hi, we're in Fairfield. I said, hi, we were on two there. She said, hi. And I said, hi, I'm Sarah Davis. I'm going to Howard University. She said, so am I. So that's how we met at the Cosmopolitan Hotel in Denver. And we also both members of Delta Sigma Theta sorority. Next is Miss Camille Simmons. Miss Simmons, I was looking through my notes this morning from 2013. You did reach out to me, and I'm not sure how. But anyway, she stepped up to the plate. She was an eight-year-old third grader, so she's the baby in the group. And she came to the march from Virginia with her grandfather and other family members. I mean, I don't know if he came, but he was pastor of Russell CME Church. I think we're seeing here that there's a pattern in terms of who supported the march. The churches were there. Okay. Okay. And her story's a little interesting too because she was born in 1955 and she felt a spiritual connection to Rosa Parks, who was jailed for refusing to give her seat up, and Emmett Till, who was tragically murdered. So she really felt a strong connection there. So we all have different connections. Dr. Letha Smith Withers, I got her story off of the internet in 2013 when the Washington Post was looking for people who were at the march. And so her story was so inspiring to me, and she was such a prolific writer until I saved everything. So 10 years later, I called her up. And she's going to tell you about her story, which really is exciting. Let's get on my people. Jenny, Brenda, okay, we got everybody, okay? And Dr. Hatcher just came in her beautiful purple. Would you like to say a few words before we start? Okay, everything's going well. Okay,